Let's see how this agent actually works. The code of the agent is actually quite simple. Actually, we don't need to create any code, just a simple Spring Boot application. That's it. Let's look at the POM file. Here we just include dependencies. This is the Spring Boot start web. This is for expose REST endpoints. This is the Spring Boot starter of the LLM agent builder. The Spring Dev is used to expose some dev endpoints, primarily for debugging. These two dependencies are for tools. Here we use two tools. One is called read local file, another is called write local file. This dependency is used to declare the dependency of LM you are using. Here I'm using Arliyun dash scope, so I have to include this a dash scope Spring Boot starter. This LM dash scope is kind of like an adapter for the agent builder to use the LM client. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Let's look at application.yaml file. This sets the application name and enable virtual threads. This sets the chat options when using dash scope. This is the configuration for LM agent builder. Here we define the chat agent properties. Here we need to define a name, description, user instruction. These three properties are primarily for debugging and display purposes. It doesn't really matter in the real interaction with agent. By default, the agent will use React.json planner. Here we need to provide a hidden instruction for the agent to work. The memory is disabled. We don't need this for this example. Tool config is the configuration object for different kind of tools. For example, for tool read the local file and the write local file, you can use base path to define the path to read or write files. Now we can open the chat agent UI. It's actually created using Streamlit. You can find the code in chat agent UI directory. For the UI, we can see on the left side, the chat server UI is basically the API endpoint to interact with the agent. Agent info actually expose some information about agent. It shows the agent's ID, name, description, and the user instruction, and also tools can be used for this agent. The tools are also displayed here. Now we can interact with agent. So let's say how many female users in the agent will try to use the read local file tool to read the content of users.csv file. It says there are 9 female users in the file. We can ask more questions, like anyone called Bob in. Yeah, it says there's no user with the first name Bob. But this is actually basic usage of this agent. Now we want to do something more about this to actually process this CSV file. To do this, we need to execute some Python code. That's why we needed to use the execute Python code tool. We just come all these two tools and enable the Python code execution tool. From the application.yaml file, we actually config the working directory of this tool. By doing this, the CSV file can be read correctly. Let's restart the application. It has only one tool. Refresh the agent UI. Now it shows it only has one tool. I just paste some previous created prompt. So basically what we're trying to do is generate a new CSV file. The name is called output.csv. The new CSV has two columns, name and email. Values of the name column actually come from first name and last name column. Let's try this. Let's check the result. This is the result CSV file. From the log, we can see the agent uses tool to process the CSV file.